Hey, this is the DIY Magician, and I'm here with another fun puppet project. That's right. It's a follow-up to my suitcase puppet theater. Here it is, a briefcase puppet theater, or even better, an attaché puppet theater. There it is. Hang tight and I'll show you how it turned out. So here it is. It's an attaché case. It's like a briefcase, but only skinnier. That's right. This is a very shallow puppet case. In fact, I'm going to do the tape measure here. We're going to measure it. At the widest point, it's about 3.5 inches by about 18. And that's what's going to happen. We're going to see how this turns out. You ready for it? Here it is. Attaché puppet theater, but it has to be assembled. That's okay. So here it is. Here's the top. We're going to set that aside. We've got our side posts here, just like that. We have the little feet. These are what holds it up inside. We have a little curtain. That's going to be fun there. Let's set that over here. And then here is the base. In addition to that, we have assorted hardware. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble it first, and then we'll put it inside. Okay? Start with the base. Actually, we'll start with the top. I can change my mind. So here we go. Nice thing is, it uses hinge construction, just like this. If you get a certain type of hinge, you can pop the pin out and attach it to something, to two separate pieces that you want, and then you can attach it back together by putting in a pin. Now what I did was I built the back framework first and then added to it. Okay, so there it is. There's the first one, and again the pin is just like this. It goes right inside the hinge like so. Okay, you don't need to push it all the way in. The second one is here. Again, what I did, this was a happy accident actually. If you'll notice, well I guess it's too late now. This one has the 2-prong here, and this one has the 3-prong. So the double one's on this side and the 3 prongs on this side. That way you know which side is which and you're not confusing it. Not that it would be something that you'd have to worry about all the time. Okay, so we've got those 2 pins in, and that is the basic framework. But you'll notice that it wiggles a bit. So you have to figure out, okay, how am I going to fix this? Well, that's what this is for. Okay, so that gets set right in the little notch right there. I've got these little pins, and these are going to go through the bottom, but they're going to attach to the feet. Now I have these little feet here. I used a bit of angle iron there, a little angle bracket, and I actually put the L and R on there, so that I have a little punch set. So I punched L on this one and R on the other, and it's stage right, stage left. So this one is on this side, the L, and the R is on that side, or excuse me, ignore that. So in it goes. This is going to be a way to lock the bottom together, and it's also a way to hold the frame up inside the case. I just put a washer on it. Use a wing nut, and again, wing nuts are great because then you can take things apart, and everything is awesome with wing nuts. All right. There we go. Snug that up. Okay, so we've got that one in. Everything's good to go on that side. Let's do this side here. Now, one last step before you put it in the case. I have the curtain here. The curtain is on a little strip of wood. I thought that'd be the easiest way to do it, and I did a little sewing job on some scrap material that I had. I like to use scraps of things if I can, unless I'm doing a big major project, and then you would need something better than that. Okay, so there we go. Again, a little strip of wood inside. It's almost like a half of a yardstick. Let me show you how I did this. I did another angle iron, or a L bracket, or whatever you want to call it, and I bent it backwards. So normally it would be out like this. Well, I took it on the vise over there and bent it up so that on both sides, you insert it on that side, you have to slide it over, and then you lock it in on that side. Now the nice thing is it will not come up and down. If you do it sideways, it'll come out, but that's how it works. Now on this side, you can actually see the curtain, and then you'll want to kind of spread it out a little bit, just like that. Okay, now here's the fun part. We're going to put this inside and lock it into place. So I made it just enough room to tuck under the back, and then you just kind of give it a little push and it locks into place. You even it out like this, and there it is. A little puppet theater for 2 puppets, just like that, and away we go. We'll actually, let's do a little bit of behind the scenes. As you can see, the structure is separate pieces of material attached with the hinge, and again towards the bottom you'll see that it has the little wing nuts, and the feet are tucked inside. Then you can notice the little bracket and in the top, and that's the behind the scenes. Now the beauty of this is you can do it like this, standing at a table, counter. I was also able to sit at a table down below in a chair and do it from there. But I'm thinking it might be fun if I were to put a little cord around my neck, and I could actually walk around. Of course I'm going to hold it up, but if I had like a little strap and I held it up, it's light enough to where I could probably do a puppet show from a walking environment. So there it is, my Attaché Briefcase Puppet Theater. I hope you like it. Let me show you how it's broken down. Hang on tight. Now that you know how it goes together, let's take it apart. In fact, it's very easy. It's the reverse, but I'm going to show you there's a little trick on this one because you have to actually pull up a little hard on it. In fact, before I do that, I'm going to take the curtain out. Let's set that aside. Then we're going to kind of pull up a little bit. It's very snug in there. I made sure that it was very snug. So we're going to lift up a little bit on that side and on that side. And it should come right out. There we go. Okay. At this point, I'm just going to scoot this off to the side. As you can see, the bottom supports, I undo those. That actually takes apart the whole back side of the or the bottom of the stand here. Well, I lost that. I'll get it in a second. Okay. Also, as I said before, we've got our pins up here. Okay, so that goes there. That goes there. And there. Now, it's easiest to leave the hardware on and just kind of throw it inside. That way you know where it is the next time you need it. Everything goes inside, lays in like that. Okay. These little guys go inside here. All your hardware, remember we have that little wing nut, I'll get it later. Goes in there. And just like that, everything is back inside the case. And away you go. You have to kind of fumble a little bit with these right here because the little bar doesn't want to close sometimes. So you gotta kind of fumble with it. But once you get it in the right spot, it will close right up, and away you go. Right there, and there it is, just like that. The attaché or briefcase, whichever you prefer, theater, right there for puppets and all sorts of fun. There it is. Again, thank you very much for coming along. This is the DIY Magician. Don't forget to subscribe, and you'll see more fun stuff like this in this little tiny package. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye now. Hello, Mr. Gator. Hello, Mr. Parrot. Thank you for coming along and watching the show. You're welcome. I'm happy to be here. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.